Cultural diversity at the University of Oklahoma excels in many ways, but lacks in some as well. Walking around campus, you will see people of many ethnicities and cultures, students and faculty. It is obvious that the way the university appears to the public is very important, and that they want to make a great first and continuing impression. The initial impression of the University of Oklahoma is that they take pride in themselves. In the News Center of the University of Oklahoma website, the Headlines news page mainly contains reports of public events, grant-funded programs, opportunities for entrepreneurship, and conference and seminar information. The newsletter also points out a lot of the University of Oklahoma recent achievements. They are very proud of their accomplishments and opportunities made available for students. However, there is little to no accomplishments or opportunities in regards to faculty and staff. In regards to faculty, they do seem diverse. However, the makeup of staff members does not seem. The majority of the reception areas throughout the University of Oklahoma are very elegant, with receptionists being primarily women. There are some signs of diversity. However, there are more female staff members versus male staff members. There are very few staff members of Hispanic ethnicity, with the prevalent ethnicity throughout the university being Caucasian. Many of the directors in the University of Oklahoma are women. They are very supportive, are good role models for their staff, and are willing to give opportunities of advancement to their subordinates. Unfortunately, they are often hindered by their male superiors. Many of the non-management staff members look at their jobs as stepping stones to something better, regardless of what the director wants to do, whether it be pay raises for their staff, a catered lunch, basically anything that involves spending any money. Everything has to be approved by the department chair. Employees are given many opportunities and encouraged to join a multitude of organizations and participate in activities around campus. Hard work and commitment are often recognized and rewarded depending on the department. At the University of Oklahoma, it is very common for people to work their way up to the top of the department from the inside. People can get hired on at an entry-level position and work their way up from there. People at the very top positions of the university have typically been hired from the outside. To get promoted, people generally must prove that they are qualified. For the most part, there are many staff members at the University of Oklahoma who have worked at the university long term. Many university personnel are able to get their feet in the door and then stay on until retirement. Based on the Diversity Report of 2016, a Diversity Advisory Board retreat took place to develop strategies to improve minority faculty and staff retention. The report goes on to detail several outreach programs that took place to recruit minority students. However, I was unable to find the retention efforts for faculty and staff, mainly. Currently, reports and discussions at the university are primarily financially driven. The new president, James Gallegly, is strategizing to save money for the university, increase profits, and still maintain the prestigious reputation that the university has upheld for many years. While the need to reduce costs at the university is understood, the current news that staff members are paying attention to is future layoffs. It was stated that the first 50 layoffs were phase 1. At this point, no one knows what to expect. In terms of diversity, the governing body of the university is not diverse. The president is a white male, and out of the 7 members of the Board of Regents, 2 are women, the rest are men. All members of the Board of Regents are Caucasian. The University of Oklahoma does have a Diversity and Inclusivity Academic Council, which works to coordinate all matter of diversity, equity, and inclusivity at the university. Additionally, liaisons within each department work with the Office of University Community to manage diversity planning and determine best practices. The present atmosphere among staff at the University of Oklahoma is one of fear and uncertainty, regardless of culture or ethnicity. Each department at the university is currently experiencing expanding budget restrictions. Some departments are even struggling to purchase their most basic needs. Employees are not able to attend necessary conferences for learning opportunities, and staff are definitely not receiving rewards for the hard work that has not wavered despite the current difficulties. It is interesting to see where the University of Oklahoma ranks based on the typical salary of university employees. Among other universities, the University of Oklahoma ranks low for employees' salary. There are many people that have moved on from the university for better financial opportunities. A very positive thing currently happening at the University of Oklahoma is that it seems that the current executive offices and the president are spending the majority of their time and energy focusing on long-term goals and solutions. The University of Oklahoma has been spiraling into enormous debt for a long time with dwindling contributions from the public and alumni. With the staff and departmental cutbacks, along with expansive budget restrictions, the executives hope to bring the university out of debt and back to the black. The turnover rate seems to be increasing. Many people have retired recently, leaving many positions unfilled. Many staff members have also chosen to take the opportunities elsewhere that offer better financial opportunities and security. Departments are struggling to fill the vacant positions due to a hiring freeze. With the positions remaining unfilled, the remaining staff are forced to pick up the slack, still without rewards or increased compensation. The culture at the university has definitely been weakened, hopefully just temporarily. The president has made statements indicating that the initial layoffs were just the beginning. Following the university's break, he plans further cost-saving initiatives. What these initiatives are widely unknown by university staff. Regarding interaction between subcultures, departments, and minorities alike is not declining at all. If anything, subcultures seem to be joining together as a community more than ever before. The fear of being laid off is equal among all subcultures. The one subculture or department that is exclusive is the executive department of the University of Oklahoma. In regards to cultural diversity at the University of Oklahoma, it is obvious that the intentions are good. However, additional steps can be taken to increase the diversity. Diversity is not an issue among students, however, among faculty it is average, with efforts being made by individual departments to recruit people of various ethnicities and cultures. It would be helpful if diversity support groups were developed for staff. Currently, there are numerous groups for students, but not for faculty or staff. Diversity training is currently mandated for first-year students. However, it would also be beneficial to all staff and faculty. It is also a recommendation that the university's diversity committee organize another retreat to discuss what can be done to clean up the university's reputation. It is important that diversity be among students and faculty. However, staff employees need to be a heightened focus as well.